Right. We appear to be live. I think. Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and announce this stream on the Discord, and we should all be good and happy and well. So once there's a few more people in, I'll get everyone up to date on what's going on, what I've been up to past couple of days, recent video releases, all that sort of stuff. Go through that in a bit. Once we're all together and accounted for, go ahead and jump into today's 360 Degrees, which is Monster High New Ghoul in School. And it's not the first time we've played this. It's actually not the first time we've played this. Truth is, we played this one Easter Monday many years ago. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Ooh, that's a loud game. One Easter Monday many years ago, we played this. And we played the whole thing over the course of one day. We are not doing the same thing today. I don't have 6 hours to give you, because I've still got another day of my course tomorrow. Five, six. I own this for 3DS. Oh, nice. I assume that it's quite similar. Because 3DS, Chrono C rather than doing something like unique and special. This one looks like hair color mostly just changes the hairband. Yeah. Oh, frame rate is about as bad as I was expecting. Right, so it's kind of like a platformer. You've got this open map that you can explore around. And there's these tokens, and you have to collect them all for an achievement. But once you beat this game's story mode, the whole map is open to you anyway, so anything you missed you can go find. And the only thing that takes a lot of time is once you beat the game, buying every single clothing item out of the shop takes a while. I haven't seen you around. Are you new here? Nope.
Are you sure?
Nah, I was only kidding. Now, it's a shame. Is she related to Buffy or Mona? Show us your fangs. Definitely Mona.
With a deadpan sense of humor like that, you're gonna fit right in.
I feel like she didn't say that with 3 exclamation marks worth of excitement.
Welcome to Monster High. It's really nice to meet you. I love it when the school gets new blood. There's always a chance of making new friends.
Shut up, Frankie.
Oh, before I forget, you might find this new updated version of the eye coffin.
Right, so the eye coffin is this game's version of social media, and when you do things in the story, it puts entries into the eye coffin. The PC version has a bug whereby viewing the eye coffin at certain parts of the game's story causes the game to crash. And I assume it's the same for the 360 version as well. So, I am not going to view the eye coffin social feed until I finish the game. So that way, it will no longer crash when I read it.
Would you like me to explain how to use the eye coffin map?
No thanks, I'm sure I remember.
No worries, I just thought I'd check. I'm always happy to lend a helping hand. You know, being new and all, you should probably head on over to the office to see
Headmistress Bloodgood.
No doubt you'll need to sign in or something, but I've updated
I'm waiting until we meet my favorite, which is Claudine Wolf.
You don't want to keep Bloodgood
I also like the
loser head.
the werecat lady. I can't remember her name, but we'll see her because she's part of like the library, like clan group or something. I distinctly remember having to do a bunch of like missions for her in the library. So I remember opening it during the story on 3DS and it never crashed. Okay, fair enough. So that must be a PC related bug. We may be okay then. We might get away with it. Now, it's telling me to go to Headmistress Bloodgood, but essentially the entire map is open right now, so we can do things in whatever order we like. I'm just being awkward and doing things in the wrong order just to be a pain. Oh, this music, Hallways, it's so good. For a little while, I had this uploaded on an alt account on YouTube. And it pulled good numbers. I do like this piece of music. I ripped like 4 minutes of it. You planning to get all the achievements? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I probably will. I did it on Steam. So I might as well do it again. Need to get up there. I remember having to open a bunch of lockers and stuff like that. And having to chase collectibles down the hallway. Yeah, the thing that took the longest amount of time on Steam was buying all the outfits. Wow, this frame rate is rough. So glad there's an arrow, because otherwise I would get so lost. Did you do stuff with the backpacks before? My memory is, well, my memory's kind of bad, because I'm pretty sure when I streamed this before, I was drinking. I watch Monster High, but I enjoy Ever After High more. Isn't there like a reference to Ever After High in this game? Like it's on a TV screen or something. I distinctly remember that. Maybe in the cafeteria?
There you are. You must be the new ghoul. I'm Miss Bloodgood, the headmistress of Monster High. On behalf of the staff and students, I'd like to offer you a warm welcome to the campus.
Would you welcome cold-blooded creatures a warm welcome to the campus as well?
And introduce you to some of her friends. Her name is Spectra Vondergeist, and she's a bit of a celebrity around these parts. You may know her as the blogger for the Gory Gazette, if that is your thing. Anyway, I've uploaded Spectra's location to your eye-coffin map. She's probably looking for her next big story. Who knows? It might even be you.
It might be me.
Hope you have a spooktacular first day.
Yeah. So, when you're coming here for the first time, you're supposed to, you know, do some Metal Gear Solid shit round here. But I went the other way around. I don't know what's worse, that I'm playing this again after having played it once already, or I can't think of the second thing I was about to say. Meow? Hey, Jacob, how's it going? Rebecca Steam. I see you're playing Monster High. I sure am. Oh, is this the lady that can't speak? She's always like,
Hey there.
Oh no,
You must be the
it's
new
not her.
ghoul Bloodgood told me all about. It's really great to meet you. It'll be fun
There's
to
a
see you around while
there's a
I
girl
play.
who's like,
My first piece of advice is to join at least one of the many clubs at Monster High. It's a great way to meet new people with similar interests and get more involved with what's happening at the school. For instance, it looks like
Have you played the Barbie game that was released around the same time? Was that Dreamhouse Party, or was that Barbie and her sister's Puppy Rescue? The answer is yes to both of those.
Not your thing. No problem. There's a bunch of other clubs on the campus. Everything from a cooking club and robotics club to the comic book club.
Puppy Rescue. Yeah, I fucking love Puppy Rescue. It's so good. I got it on Steam before it was delisted.
I think you'd fit right in. It's my pleasure. Now, my second piece of advice is that you can never have too many friends. And I've got a couple of people in mind. My friends are just over there.
Puppy Rescue's fantastic. Some of the mini games are a little bit repetitive, but the fact that it's open world, you get to ride a bicycle, you can give people the wrong dogs. You get the same animation every time. Every time you find a puppy and heal them up and send them on their way, you get like the same animation. Puppy's got this big shit-eating grin every time. Oh, it's so good. I'd like to get Dreamhouse Party. Preferably, if there was a physical for Wii U, I'd like to get it on Wii U. But I expect if there was, it's probably expensive. I assume that it wasn't released on 360. Because if it was, I want it. Let's see. Barbie Dreamhouse. Oh yeah, there's a new one for Switch, isn't there? Barbie's Dream. Right, so Wii U I would like to get, which is £22. Ouch. Wii is fine. I can't imagine there's much of a difference between them. But if I can get hold of the Wii U version, I would like to have it. I got a refund for a couple of games. Apparently, our main one of three mail companies wants to quit, can't deliver each other days, and want higher salary. Goodbye, is what I would say to that one. No, everybody deserves to get paid what they're worth.
So you're thinking about joining the fear-leading team?
I didn't say I was going to join the fear-leading team, Draculaura. You decided that.
Being a fear leader is actually all about boosting school spirit. It's one of the most important things a ghoul can do. So let's catch up later and I'll put in a good word with Cleo.
Yeah, I'd like to have the Wii U version of
By the way, have you met Lagoon?
Dreamhouse.
No. Oh, I just have to introduce
And now knowing there's a new Barbie for Switch, oh my god. See, I've been thinking about a Barbie tier list, but the problem with the Barbie tier list is, 1, there is a fuck ton of games. 2, that the time to do a Barbie tier list was when the movie was about to come out. 3, Oddheader already did it. So, you know, Oddheader did it. You know, it performed poorly compared to the rest of his content, so it's pretty clear that if I released a Barbie tier list, it would not do well. Have you ever watched Barbie Life in the Dreamhouse? If I have, no more than a single episode. I haven't made an intent to watch it, let's put it that way. Oh, it's Laguna. Hello, Laguna. I like Laguna's hair.
Hey,
Laguna's got it going on.
awesome to meet you.
Will the Switch successor be a new 3DS exclusive game situation? I think so. I think so. I think the new 3DS will play new 3DS... sorry, the new Switch will play new Switch games and old Switch games. But the old Switch will not play new Switch games. That's what I think. And it will probably be a similar situation to previous systems whereby they put a little bit of plastic or something in the shape of the cartridge to stop it going into the cartridge slot. That's what I reckon.
Student disembodied president. So what do you say? You want to sign up?
Student disembodied president. Oh, I have to sign up. I don't have a choice.
I see big things for you in the future. Together, we'll help make Monster High a better place for all of the students. Congratulations! You're now officially
Apparently,
a member
people
of the
did buy
Student
new
Council.
3DS games thinking they were compatible with the
There's a meeting
3DS.
starting in about 10 minutes. Why don't you come by and check it
I'm
out
going to
for
put this
yourself?
very nicely.
I've updated your
The
icon
box
and
says new
maps with the
3DS.
location.
The back of the box says only compatible with new 3DS. The boxes are black. They are a different color. Every effort has been made by Nintendo in that situation to make it clear that a new 3DS game does not play on a 3DS. So it's on them. Apparently the same thing happened when the 3DS came out. People bought 3DS games for their DS and then wondered why they couldn't play them. I just think that's... Personally, if I'd made that mistake, I wouldn't admit to it. Because that's embarrassing. That's an embarrassing mistake. Claudine! My queen, Claudine! How does she look? Try checking the eye coffin. Alright. Oh, hey. Seems to work. Nice one. Okay. That's definitely something it has over the PC version. There's actually an example of console having forward-compatible games. It's rare, though. I would say Xbox titles, for example, where their frame rates are uncapped, and then you play them on the Xbox Series or the Xbox One, and they just run better. That can happen. But it is admittedly rare. Oh. Fucking hell. Should really have my bottle of water on the table with me. When I was cooking my lunch for tomorrow, I was testing the pasta to see if it was cooked. And I burned my tongue. And in that situation, you'd normally go like, ugh! And like the pasta would fall out of your mouth or whatever. I was like, fuck this shit, I'm having this piece of pasta. So I swallowed it. All the hot water burned my tongue and the inside of my mouth. It burned on the way down. But I was determined I was having this piece of pasta. Ha. There's also like forward compatibility with like Game Boy Color games having GBA mode. So it's not unheard of. It does happen, but it is admittedly quite rare. Not to be rude, but what a clusterfuck of a week. He said clusterfuck! First Helldivers 2, then good news for a sec from the president of Nintendo. Now the stupid decision to close 4 studios. I know, right? Look, I'm a Microsoft fan through and through. Even I've got to say, what the fuck is going on there in Microsoft? The best PR for Microsoft right now would be not to shut any Japanese studios. You know, because that's the one thing Sony did, and nobody was happy. Hey Johnny, the latest RLM Best of the Worst. That was Battle of the Genres, right? It was alright. I think I liked the most recent Wheel of the Worst or whatever it was better. Oh, locker codes. Right, okay. So, you collect those, then when you're running down the hallway, if you press Y and you got the code for the locker, it opens. That's right, that's what that does. I'd actually seen The Baby 2 years ago. Oh. When someone says The Baby, all I can think of is Metroid Other M. Tango was their only Japan studio, and Xbox said, "Want to grow in Japan?" Yeah, forget about that. Yeah, it's so weird to me. Like, it's so bad. It's not that one, huh? Come back. Just heading out. Okay, take care, TV Fan 101, BBC 2 Ident Fan. It's so maddening to see Microsoft do that. They saw how bad it was when Sony did that to Sony Studios Japan, PlayStation Studios Japan. And yet they did it anyway. How expensive can running a studio like that be? Really? How expensive can running a studio be? If you put out smaller video games, right? Like Nintendo does. Smaller video games directed towards a niche, you're golden.
I'm glad you came. Come
Every month, Nintendo has something out.
To the student council.
Even if it's another code, collection of memories or whatever. Another code, 2 memories. A remaster of an old GameCube game. The point is, Nintendo is putting something out every month. That is all you need to do to keep people sweet. If it was like, Microsoft this month has released Forza something. Next month, Blinks the Time Sweeper recalculated. I don't know, like something every month. It wouldn't be a problem.
Nice to meet you, Ghoul. I have good feeling about you. I think you are someone I can trust. I have knack of picking up on these things.
This is Spectra, the Gory Gazette blogger herself. But, of course, you've already met. It's great to see you again. I'm glad you decided to
I haven't decided to join the student council.
to working with you on some of our
Why haven't I earned an achievement yet? I think because I already played an hour of this already. Yeah. Complete the first student council event. Purchase clothing online. Yeah. But I don't have dates for these. Did I play that on a pirated copy back in the day? I mean, a legal adjacent copy. I do wonder.
This is Katrine.
There she is. That's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, the French pussycat. Oh.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Really nice to meet you. If you ever want to chat about art or fashion, be sure to hit me up.
Yeah, announcing a controller straight after closing a studio or releasing a flop. It's just... Oh, it's sad to see. Microsoft releasing controllers like Konami releases new Silent Hill merch. It's just... Read the room!
Now this rockin' wacky
Oh, this girl as well. Fucking love her.
The president of the student council. Welcome
Meow.
to the council. I hope you're ready to do some good things at Monster High. If not, it's probably time to leave. Look, to be honest, Toralei can be a bit of a mean ghoul at times, but don't totally believe her rep. Underneath that catty exterior is a soft...
Feel the burn, yeah. Bad choice of wording there. Bad choice of wording.
Well, that's it for the intros. As you can see, we've got a pretty diverse group here, and I'm sure you'll fit right in. Hey, Toralei, want to get this council meeting rolling? We haven't got all day. Okay, that's enough jabbering. Everyone take your seats. This meeting of the student council is in session. Now, to the first order of business, the role of vice president is up for election again. We need to decide which member of the council should take on the role. As prez, I'd like to put forward Laguna as my right-hand ghoul. Wow! Thanks, Toralei! That's a huge responsibility. It's a nomination that's well-deserved. And it'll keep anyone suspicious about how I became prez off my back. So let's take it to a vote. All those in favor of Laguna in the position of vice president, raise your hand. All those opposed, raise your hand.
Wait second. That's only 5 votes. There are 6 of us. Hey, Ghoul, which way do you...
Okay, that's 4 to 2 in favor. Motion is
What's the
passed.
point in voting if I'm just going to lose anyway?
Now on to the next order of business. What should be our first council project? Suggestion?
I think
anyone?
Toralei should be vice president. Maybe it'll knock her down a fucking peg.
Oh, come on! It's not like there aren't tons of great ideas.
You wanted to shut down studios even if you knew it was a bad idea and even if it was a huge mistake. Why Tango?
Put on your thinking caps and we'll reconvene tomorrow morning.
I mean,
See you all tomorrow.
in Microsoft's position, I don't know. Like, there must be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Because I don't think Ghostwire and Hi-Fi Rush did particularly badly. They seem to do pretty well. there must have been something going on in the background, you know, that we don't know about. Something we haven't been told about. Maybe something wasn't working out. Yeah, but if it was ABK, why Tango specifically? Like, I'm happy to accept that it might be for, you know, ABK acquisition reasons. Why Tango specifically? The only reason I can think of is if something was happening at Tango that made them a liability, something wasn't working out like a project, so they nixed Tango. Because that's the only reason I can think of. Otherwise, there's no genuine reason to get rid of Tango. They put in the hard work. They produce fucking brilliant games. There is genuinely no reason that at least the general public is aware of. Welcome, Cam. How's it going? So, fun fact, viewers. I'm on a course currently. Course to become a door supervisor, which means I get powers to, not necessarily arrest people, but I get powers to push people out of venues if they're getting rowdy. All that stuff. And Cam's on the same course I am, so thank you very much for coming, Cam. I kind of put my channel into Cam's YouTube search bar and subscribed him to the channel. How's it going? Hey Matzo, my epic image flip meme is here. That's because all I can think of at the moment is I wish Keymailer would respond to my Keymailer key requests. So that's why that meme is there, because I just wish I would get a key already. Sony changed their direction on LinkedIn. Oh, linking required. I thought that said LinkedIn. I'm like, wait, you have to have a LinkedIn account to play Helldivers. People rejoice. The 200,000 negative reviews were changed to positive. Sony hasn't yet told Steam to relist. Yeah, so until Sony tells Steam to relist Helldivers 2 in affected countries, don't reverse your negative review if you've left one. Like, until those changes are made and the game is restored everywhere, don't congratulate Sony, because they haven't done the full job yet. Just chilling, I know that feel. Live streaming is my chilling. Otherwise, I would be all pent up and exhausted by tomorrow. Playing a piece of shit like this and just chatting with viewers just helps me chill. One of my friends live in a PSN-supported country, but Helldivers 2 was delisted there. Oh, fun! Sony can't do anything right. Sony says, "Oh, we're learning about PC. We don't fully understand PC." Hey, Escape, ever considered streaming over at Twitch? Hey, Retro Piero. Once upon a time, I was streaming on Twitch back when that place was called Justin TV. So a very, very long time ago. I can still remember. I was a Twitch affiliate, and then they brought in... It was something or other. They were bringing in some sort of change in regards to the way Steam, Twitch affiliates work. And I decided, nah, screw that. and I quit. But I can't remember what exactly it was that they had changed, but I decided, nah, that ain't me. And I ended up cancelling my affiliate status. I'm still on Twitch from time to time as a viewer, but as a streamer, nah, it's not really me. I did attempt to stream again on Twitch some time back, when I had a Streamlabs membership for a very short amount of time, because it allowed me to stream to multiple platforms at the same time. But I ended up cancelling that and sticking with YouTube. My audience is at YouTube, and if I move to Twitch, there will be some people who will follow me to Twitch, but there will also be some people who will not follow me to Twitch, who are definitely ingrained in their way. And if my audience is here, my audience is what makes me who I am, so I'm going to honor them and stream where they are. But yeah, I've considered it. It was probably them looking for making affiliates exclusive to the platform. I think it was that they were going to charge people for leaving the contract, so I left ahead of time. Now, whether or not they actually ended up doing that or not, I can't remember, but I left before they were going to charge people. Gone are the days I binge-watch episodes of The Office and Arrested Development on Justin TV. So, I used to stream on Justin TV as Escape Route British back in, like, oh, what would that have been, 2010? If I go to Twitch, and I log in, it's going to try and... Oh, that's alright, my PC volume is down anyway, so it won't play people's streams. And I go to videos, and I click view all. Yeah, so what's that? 15 years ago. What's 15 years ago? 2009. 2011? 2009. 2009, I think. Hold on. It doesn't actually tell me when the upload is from. But, yeah, if you're curious... Go to my Twitch page. You can scroll down and find videos from the Justin TV days. God, I look so young. When I used to stream Vector Man, Super Mario 64, Little Big Planet. And then 10 years later, I came back to Twitch for a while. And then ended up leaving Twitch again. ...2009, man. Takes me back. Oh, there's no voice lines here. I'm sure it will grow on you, but mine is bound to fail from the start. Don't have any more plant food. Oh, if only there was a new student that would come and collect stuff. Bitology room. Excuse me, Slutella, that's why these lines aren't voiced. At that time I was in London. I think Soybomb streamed a Monster High game on the Wii years ago. Was it this, or was it, like, Skull... There's, like, 3 on Wii, isn't there? There's Skulltimate Roller Maze, 13 Wishes, and New Ghoul in School. So it was probably this. May I ask, what is Keymailer? Keymailer is a website where content producers can request keys for upcoming games. And if they are successful, they receive a game key, but have to create coverage of the game. It's where I get a lot of my publisher opportunities from, which is great. But sometimes you can make 20 requests and be sitting on them, and nothing happens. And that's currently what's going on at the moment. That's why I've got that meme there. Because, you know, it's like, come on, do something. Come on, give me a key. You know, I've got requests in for Hebereke 2, Mullet Mad Jack. I'm really hoping for a key for Mullet Mad Jack. But no sign of that yet. I don't think I'm going to get one. Monster High Skullgirls must be 2 franchises I don't know about. Oh no, Skulltimate Roller Maze is one of the Monster High games. It's called Skulltimate Roller Maze. And it's like a roller skating game. And then there's 13 Wishes, which we've played the Wii U version on livestream many years ago. And that was available on Wii U and on Wii. And yes, I have the Wii version, so there's still a chance we'll play it again sometime soon for Existential on Wii. Oh, Skullgirls, right, the fighting game Skullgirls. Right, yeah, I tend to forget that exists because the game's shit now. So I tend to forget it exists. They censored the art book, digital art book, they censored the game, and anybody who speaks out about it is just a gooner. So, you know, whatever. Enjoy your fighting game community money when it dries up. So be it. They censored it. Yeah, they censored it. They censored all the panty shots. They changed characters' ages. They changed characters' backstories because they were deemed too offensive, too upsetting. And they censored the digital art book. That is an item that you have bought on Steam with your money. They changed it. They patched the art book. They patched the art book. Fun fact I learned today. Tango was made out of some devs who worked on The Quiet Man. Don't say that. People will say nothing of value was lost. Decide who gets the plant food. Iris or Gilda? I don't know. Alright, so that would have been an achievement, but I've already done that previously, many years ago. The panty stuff was funny to me. Oh, boy, do I have a game for you. Oh, what's that game called? I think it's like Vanguard Princess or something. Vanguard Princess. Oh, my friend, if you find panties funny, boy, do I have a fighting game for you. It's called Vanguard Princess. Vanguard Princess is on sale too. It's always on sale. It's usually like $3. It also has a lot of DLC, so be aware of that. It's not a particularly great fighting game, but it's, at least it hasn't been censored. It's telling me to, what, go to the bathroom? Oh, no. Here. Annoying thing about this game is you don't even get to enjoy the classes. The game's just like, oh, class is over, you can go home now. Like, how much more fun would it be if I had to sit in a class for several hours? In real time. And listen to some ghoul go on about, like, how to cook spider cakes or whatever. Is Monster High an old franchise, or are they still making them today? I don't know. I think they are still making Monster High toys today. There's one I see more often recently, and I can't remember the name of it. But it had, like, a video game on Switch. It's Monster High, the name of the franchise, not Monster Girls. Let me see. Switch games. Outright games. Rainbow High is what I'm thinking of. Rainbow High. MGA Entertainment. Hoopsie Slime Surprise. So is it at all related to Monster High? Or am I barking up the wrong tree here? No, it's Bratz adjacent. It's not Monster High adjacent. I'm thinking of Rainbow High, and that's LOL Surprise Lalaloopsy Bratz adjacent. Need to make sure I know these things. I don't look in the toy sections in these shops much these days. I'm always looking at the toy section in shops. I'm notorious for it. I'm always having a look at what Poundland is selling in terms of toys. And I have some reasoning, you know, I have some reasoning. I'm not mad. I'm not crazy. You know, I do a lot of stuff with low res, you know, wearing silly outfits when we're recording. So sometimes it's good to just have a look at what children's toys are around so you've got props for making outfits. Spider cake. Mmm, yum yum. Mmm, tell me about it. You want Sony to make Saw Patrol. We were so close to having a Saw Patrol joke in the Paw Patrol tier list. And I ended up not doing one. I was going to get captured by Jigpaw and forced to play the Paw Patrol mobile games. But the script was done, and I couldn't be bothered. Get ready for Content ID dancing game. Viacom have nothing to do with the creation of Paw Patrol, they just broadcast it. Correct. It's a Spin Master property. Created by Keith Chaplin, creator of Bob the Builder, Fifi and the Flower Tots, Rory the Race Car. Was he behind Engie Benji Engine Man? I'm not sure. It has his vibe.
I'm the one who put in a good word for her with Cleo. It's fantastic that you made the team. The fear leader.
Oh, a text. What's this?
I just can't we start practicing some new routines, it's going to
I'm
be
live
so
streaming.
cool.
It's the only problem with group chats. I'm going to mute my phone then. If the group chat is busy tonight. NG Benji does have that vibe. Yeah, it does. It's got to be a Keith Chapman property. Get a celebrity to voice a character that's ugly and you want to punch. It's a Keith Chapman show.
Next is my other G.
Oh, Claudine.
She's a werewolf, but don't let that scare you off. She's really into fashion, and deep down, she's just a puppy at heart. Hey, it's great to meet a new member of the team. If you ever want some fashion advice, be sure to hit me up.
Oh, I've got some fashion advice for you, Claudine.
If only we could update the fear-leading outfits. It would be a dream come true. Anyways, have yourself
I'm thinking more skin.
And be sure
Sorry,
not to take
fur.
anything Cleo says to heart. She can be a little harsh at times.
The rumors are that the Switch successor will be called the Nintendo Switch Attach. Because of the magnetic Joy-Cons, right? That's what I'm hearing. That the Joy-Cons clip on magnetically. Bridget Appleby. What did Bridget Appleby do? NG Benji was by Bridget Appleby, and the name is familiar.
Cleo's a really competitive spirit.
Bridget Appleby.
She might be hard on us a lot of the time, but all that tough love has made us far better fear leaders than we ever thought possible.
Cloud Babies. Okie doke! Okie doke, man! Mr. Okie doke! No way! She got worse over time. She got worse over time somehow. Her material got worse. What do you think of the Need for Speed games? I've never been much of a driving game fan, however, I would be tempted to check out the Need for Speed games, because I guess spoilers for an upcoming episode of Low Res. There was a question about PlayStation 2 consoles in the shape of a car. And it turns out there was a one-of-a-kind PlayStation 2 created in the shape of a sports car with Need for Speed branding. And it looks so cool! And to turn the console on and off, pair of car keys. Amazing.
To make it in the fear leaders,
I kinda
you're
want
going
it.
to need to push yourself. Show everyone what you're really made
A Need for
of.
Speed tier list would be a lot
You'll
of
have
work,
lots
because
of
it would be me
opportunities to do
playing
so.
a lot of a genre I'm not keen on. Like, with a first-person shooter series, it's fine, because that's something I'm really into. So doing a tier list of first-person shooter games, I don't get bored. Racing games, I would totally get bored.
But first, I want to tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a talented fear-leading team at a school very much like Monster High. They had a shot at the Monster Nationals, but their captain felt pity for the team members during practice and didn't push them nearly as hard as she could. Do you know what happened when they finally competed at the Nationals? They came runners-up! So, New Ghoul, after hearing my story, do you know what this team needs? Yes! The team should have worked harder instead of whining.
3 months of
and
YouTube
complaining about
Premium
how
is free with
tired they
Game
were.
Pass.
Remember that
3
when
months
you
of
decide
features that used to be in YouTube that you're now
I'll
forced to pay
never
for.
let that happen ever again.
Free with a subscription that's now more expensive than it used to be. Sign me up. What am I drinking? I got a little bit of bar raspberry aid left. And then I'm strictly on the water. Because I have no more
But
pop.
enough reminiscing.
Because I can't
I
afford
have
it.
a little task for you to get things rolling. A way you can gain the team's respect and prove your commitment. This
Grind 2
year's
on
Monster
PS3 got
Fear
one
Leading
edition.
Nationals
You
are
got a
just
real
around the
drivable car
corner,
from the
and
cover,
as you'd
limited to
expect,
1.
having a killer routine is half the
That's
battle.
funny. Interacting. Interacting with the chat. Grid. Ah, grid. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm like, Grind 2, what's that? Grid 2. Right.
I've heard of
Grid,
Here
yeah.
at Monster High tell of a legendary fear-leading captain named Shiva Nataraja, who led her team to Monster National's victory 5 years.
I don't remember them
running.
making any BB
Her
Bloxburg
secret?
dolls.
Ancient
Yeah, so I
cosmic
looked
fear
into that,
steps
and
that when
apparently
combined
they
into a
don't
routine
make
are
BB
simply
Bloxburg's sex
unbeatable.
dolls.
Shiva disappeared decades ago. Under
Toy dolls.
mysterious
Definitely toy dolls.
circumstances,
Definitely not
and
sex
with
dolls.
her, the mystical fear-leading moves. However, rumors persist that the steps are hidden here at Monster
If they did, they'd be
High.
legal in Germany, though.
Your first official fear-leading task is to find the opening trio of fear steps: Tappa Tappa, Puppet, and Bow and Arrow. The only clue we have to their location is a riddle. I know it's a little cryptic, but I'm sure you'll work it out.
I'd like to do a video on the BB Bloxburg manga at some point.
The riddle is, what runs, has no feet, and never gets tired? And the clue is, Tware. Do you know what the answer is?
In my time, I was playing... Oh, Sega. Yeah. I grew up with the Sega Mega Drive. That was my jam as a kid.
Oh my ghoul, I think you've got it. Water. I guess this means that the steps are hidden somewhere near water. The pool. That's it. Go get those steps.
BB and Miyu. Yep, that's the one. So the BB manga, yeah, that's a real thing, and I own all 3 volumes, even though I can't read them because they're in German. So I'd like to do a video on the BB Bloxburg manga at some point. I'm not sure there's a great deal to really talk about when talking about the BB Bloxburg manga. Do you think you could use Google Translate? I could. Point it at every single page of the manga. That would be a terrible way to read it. Having to stop and scan every single page. There's probably an AI-oriented solution to the problem, like, finding scans of all the pages and then... So this is a game for girls, and they made the background music generic text showcase top 10 iPhones of all time ass music. I know what you're getting at. Yes, this game has a fantastic soundtrack. And it has no right to have a fantastic soundtrack, but it does. Wasn't there a Sega Genesis transparent white console bundle edition? I don't know. I'm Mr. Burns. What's your first name? I don't know. Yeah, the translation could be quite robotic with an AI translated manga, but it would be better than nothing.
Well, Well, I must admit, I'm a little
I'm gonna become a
impressed.
fear leader.
Just might have what it takes to become a fear leader after all. Okay, ghouls, it's time to wrap up and call it a day. Tomorrow we'll start with the cosmic fear leading steps. I'll expect you all here nice and early for practice.
Oh boy. Yay! We're earning achievements again! Woo! 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 So last two, I'm not sure when I got these. It was with a legal adjacent copy. Back in the day. Meet the fear leaders. Did you play Warcraft? Do you just need clarification? Do you mean Warcraft, as in Orcs and Elves, the strategy game, or do you mean World of Warcraft, the massively multiplayer online RPG? Whichever one you mean, the answer is no. I haven't played it. She's meant to be 16 or some shit, but she sounds almost post-menopausal. Wow. Well, some of these characters, like, look 16, but they're, like, hundreds of years old. Officer, I thought she was hundreds of years old. They're gonna love today's lunch. Screamy mac and cheese. Elizabeth. Elizabeth is quite nice. Purple scarrets. Find purple scarrets. Alright. I'll consider finding some purple scarrets. The Incredibles 3 and Finding Nemo 3 is reportedly likely to be happening at Pixar. Oh, do they not have any, like, new ideas left? The Very Odd Parents reboot is weird. So I've heard. I guess my question is, why reboot Very Odd Parents? Was the world really clamoring for more Very Odd Parents? Is question number one. And question number two, does the Very Odd Parents you've given them now meet the expectations they would have for new Very Odd Parents? If the answer is no to both of those questions, why did you make it? If nobody wanted it and the people you made it for don't want it, why did you make it? You can't have Very Odd Parents without Timmy Turner. I suppose. I mean, I'm open to the idea of a Very Odd Parents spin-off? Yeah, with Tina Turner or whatever? But here's the thing, right? People who just wanted more Very Odd Parents are gonna say, where's Timmy? Get to class. Okay. I'll get to class. I'm gonna look at the clock and find out I've only been going half an hour. Oh, good. I've been going an hour. Time genuinely felt like it was going so slowly. Tina Turner's dead. I know. I'm referring to the fact that the character Timmy Turner is the main character in The Fairy Oddparents. And the new character is a female kid. And if I were to extend the joke further, is black. Therefore, Tina Turner writes itself. And much like... No, I'm not going to say the third one because it's mean. It's mean to Tina Turner. Fuck it, I'm going to say it. If I get cancelled, so be it. Much like Tina Turner, the new Fairy Oddparents is dead. There we go. I wasn't going to say it, but I said it. Adult show? Which adult show? Do we still have the adult show? Are you talking about Escape from British After Dark? Because who told you about that? Let's see. Team behind Avatar the Airbender created a show where Avatar characters are adults, but Nick was like Legend of Korra and 2 live-action Avatar movies. But now Nick was like, do you still have the adult show? Ah, right, okay. I see now. I didn't read the first comment first, which would have answered my question. Welcome back, BBC Two Ident fan. Oh, it's an exclamation mark if it's a locker you have. Right, okay. That's how it works. I knew there was an indication, but I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, achievement unlocked! Love it. How far have you done? I've just collected the purple scarrets for Glenn? I think his name was? And now I've got to meet the Fashion Club. I have opened one locker. And I can also tell you I have found 11 green bugs. Might download an ISO for this game just to rip the music out. Hold on to that thought. It's not that channel. It's... I think it's the Real Asia account. Channel dashboard. Yeah. Switch back to British. What happened to Real Asia? Dead, buried in the ground. The thing about Real Asia is, it's a copyright nightmare. You know, releasing Real Asia episodes is a risk. Furthermore, as Sushi so rightly puts, Sushi Bites and Real Asia as concepts are awfully similar. Like, awfully similar. So you can just as easily do covering an anime on Sushi Bites. You know, Sushi Bites has featured music artists before, you know. It's talked about Kigurumi without specifically talking about a particular video game. So, Deuce. Ah, Deuce. That's it. Deuce Bigelow, the Gigolo. Yeah. It was for that guy. Except Sushi Bites was supposed to focus on games while Real Asia is supposed to focus on movies and shows from Asia. Yes, but Sushi Bites has also talked about Kigurumi and Anime Gaio without specifically talking about a video game. And Sushi Bites has also talked about Pink Comets, which is music. So we've kind of played hard and fast with the rules anyway. And Sushi Bites was always meant to be games that were only in Japan. And then I changed that to talk about stuff that wasn't only in Japan. And Sushi Bites was meant to be Japanese stuff. And then I talked about Come On Baby, which was Korean. So, I mean, at this point, Sushi Bites is just a mess anyway. I remember starting an episode with Sushi Bites. I might as well call it Anything ERB Wants to Review Bites. And that rings true. Have you heard of Crayon Shin-chan? Yes, I have. I haven't seen the notorious, what was it, MTV dub, but I'm aware of its existence. I'm aware of Action Bastard. Crayon Shin-chan's been running a very long time. It's Skeleta Cadaverous. Cadaverous. Calaveras. Mi abuela always says to step back and let cooler heads prevail. Wait, hola, were you just listening to us right now? No. Sushi Bites could end up in a similar situation to MTV where it used to be about one thing and later it's about another, right? Potentially. I mean, Sushi Bites has a track record of covering things that aren't video games. Sushi Bites has talked about Pink Comets. Sushi Bites has talked about Kigurumi. Sushi Bites has talked about beauty hair. So thanks for your input. I didn't do anything. The game's like, we're so glad to have you here. It's like, I didn't do anything. By the way, the Sushi Bites episode on beauty hair is fucking amazing, and you should watch it. If you like Japanese cartoon porn, oh boy, that's the episode for you. Maybe there could be a Sushi Bites on BB Blocksberg. Oh, for the manga? Potentially. I figure it would just end up being its own video, but it's Sushi Bites adjacent. Yeah. We could. Oh yeah, a live-action Scooby-Doo TV series. Who thought that was a good idea? So there is sort of like a distinction that it sort of has to be sort of Japanese or Japanese adjacent for Sushi Bites, but it's kind of difficult to enforce that necessarily. I heard Velma was naff. You heard correct. I refuse to even give it a hate watch. I refuse to pirate it and hate watch it. You know? Rebecca Steam. We're building a robot. Three brass cogs. Hate watching is not even worth it. Yeah, precisely. If you're buying a subscription to hate watch a show, or even using a free trial to hate watch a show, you're part of the problem. That's why I won't watch stuff like High Guardian Spice, even though I have a Crunchyroll sub. A new AVGN Castlevania video just dropped. Yeah, I saw it in my sub box. Like, what is the best Castlevania game? And, you know, celebrating 25 years of the Angry Video Game Nerd. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, what was that? Celebrating... how many years? What's up there? Oh, 2 people bought a Justin Bieber CD and destroyed the CD. Yeah, they gave money to the record label if that's the case. Yeah, they're still giving money to record labels, so... It's like people who say, oh, we're gonna boycott Warner Brothers by wearing an anonymous mask. And it's like... But you are aware that that Guy Fawkes mask is, like, owned by Warner Brothers, right? Some people, man, they don't think about it. Give me that! I'm boycotting Xbox by playing games on my PC. Yeah. I hate to break this to you, mate. But what operating system are you running? Linux. Oh, never mind. As you were. Alternatively, they could design their Guy Fawkes masks and 3D print it right. Or do you have to pay to 3D print? Well, you kind of do, in the sense that you need to have the material to 3D print with. 20 years of AVGN. That's not too bad. We don't need the rope just yet. Do hope I recover from this tongue burn soon. You only get 5 more coins for collecting them while they're gold. Don't bother. It's not worth the effort. Pay Saban and or Toei to 3D print a Megazord. I'm sure there are people who do charge for Thingiverse files, but generally speaking, most of that scene is free. I'm happy to report. Going to play Need for Speed Unbound tonight. Oh, let me know what it's like. I don't remember this. That's something I completely forgot I had to do. To be fair, when I was streaming this back in 2014 or whatever, 2016? When did I stream this? Originally. When was it? Channel dashboard. New. School in school. 2016. When I streamed this in 2016 for 10 hours? When I streamed this in 2016 for 10 hours, there was a lot of alcohol imbibed. So there is a lot of this game that I forgot. 10 hours. I played this for 10 hours. That's nuts. Hasbro's Power Rangers figures are naff compared to Bandai's. Yeah. Bandai and Saban have had a disagreement of whatever it was, and yeah, I've also heard about Hasbro handing Power Rangers over to Playmates. Might not be so good. I remember you used to do overnight streams. You're remembering, like, Dragon Quest Builders. Yeah. That was a regrettable time of my life. So, Toy Story 3, I was doing nights at Pound World, implementing Pound World Plus. And that Toy Story 3 stream was a disaster, because I came back from nights, and I was fucking exhausted. MS debates if COD should be on Xbox Game Pass, and Xbox Game Pass increase and more jobs and studio closes. Fuck it, just do it. Burn the whole thing down at this point. What would have been at the same time as Tales of Vesperia streams? Would that have been at the same time as Tales of Vesperia streams? The PS3 version, maybe. I do remember streaming the PS3 version quite late, and people would turn up to my stream drunk. Like, Paper Mario TTYD Fan 1 would show up to my live stream drunk and demand I play Pretty Cure music. It was a good time. The PS3 modded patch version, yeah. Yeah. So, what happened with that was I streamed the PS3 translation patch, but never finished it. Because we would stream for 6 hours, and I would be drunk, and I would be ranting the whole time, and we'd make about 30 minutes of actual game progress. Right? Lewis, time to time. Not as often as he used to. So, I drank a lot during those Tales of Vesperia streams. We made about 30 minutes of game progress over the course of a 6-hour stream. Because I was just there putting the whole world to rights and complaining about everything. We ended up not finishing the PS3 version of Tales of Vesperia. Then the remaster came out. Tales of Vesperia, motherfucker, yes. Right? Streamed the HD version through to completion. And the same day that I finished the HD version, I then went back and finished the PS3 version translation patch. Because we were right before the final dungeon. So I finished the PS3 patch as well the same day. So if you want to watch those streams in chronological order, it goes PS3 like 1 to 17 or 18. Then like 1 to 14 or so of the HD version. And then like stream 18 of, of Tales of Vesperia. I remember that time. You know a game is good when ERB roars Tales of Vesperia, motherfucker, yes. Well, do you know how happy I was to see that game be brought back? It's an absolute classic. It's an individual, an educated example of intelligence and considered to be cool. They just don't make games like that anymore. It's about time Bandai Namco just, like, gave us Xillia 1 and 2 remaster. They don't have to do much. Just run the game in 60 frames. Perfect. Have you played any Winx Club games? You could become one of our gang. Winx. No, I don't think I have. Wait. No, at one point, Your Mum Is a Boss made me play the Game Boy Advance Winx game, I think, for like an hour before I gave up on it. Alright. After school, go home. Go home. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But no hard feelings. Quite a few people you don't see nowadays. Liblaw disappeared. Don't see Cashy Head very often. Sometimes people just move on. Things happen in life, you know. I don't begrudge anybody. And my personality can be quite abrasive, so I perfectly accept if people, you know, over time decide they don't like me very much. That's fine. I accept it. Hairstyle, hair color. Where I go to buy stuff? Is it here? I think I used the computer to do it. Did you remember my Scarrets? Yes. I'm becoming more and more sort of mellowed out over the years. More sort of accepting. Doing my best. And in the line of work I'm going into, it's all about customer service. It's all about being, like, really nice and, you know, helping people. And understanding that everybody has liberty and everyone has a right to represent themselves in the way that they want to. So, where I might have my own misgivings and opinions on certain people and the way they conduct themselves, at the end of the day, it's their right to present themselves the way they do. I don't have to understand it. I just have to tolerate it. So. Oh, I'm looking hot now. Make your bed, tidy up, and I think you get a bonus at the end of the day. I can remember the first time coming here. You were streaming Sonic the Fighters. I was. It was a Hatsune Miku Project Diva stream, and I played Sonic the Fighters after Miku, I believe. Or it might have been the other way around. I played Sonic the Fighters and then I played Hatsune Miku. I think it was the other way around, because I think you were here for Miku. I'm doing my best. Nobody's perfect. I do what I can. And I make mistakes, all human beings do. Why did Microsoft buy ZeniMax? Microsoft have sent some voluntary buyout offers to ZeniMax staff. I have no idea. At this point, I don't think even Microsoft knows why Microsoft does the things Microsoft does. I voted for Virtual On, but was happy to see Miku. I forgot that I put it to a vote. That was back when I had enough viewers on my stream to be able to put things to votes. My concurrent viewers has, for the most part, gone down, but people who come back has gone up. And I'm happy to see that. Because I don't want people who aren't happy to be here to be here. I want people who are happy to be here to be here, you know?
Unfortunately, we really didn't know what to do. So, anyone come up with anything? So what you're saying is that we hit the corridors of Monster High and talk to the students to find out what they need and want. That's brilliant. The popularity of each item can
might as well tell you what's going on with my course, right? So this is to get a qualification that will allow me to stand on the doors of bars and clubs. In the role that was previously known as a bouncer, a role which is now known as a door supervisor. But said qualification also shows that I can do first aid. It shows that I can follow instructions. I understand the security industry. I'm more likely to get a role in the security industry, even in a place that isn't licensed to sell alcohol, with this qualification. So it's exciting. I'm learning so much stuff that I didn't know. I'm not changing my outlook on the world with this. There are still certain things I believe and feel that, you know, people telling me will be on a test won't change. But it's definitely opening my eyes to how fucked the world is. And we need people in the profession that I'm going into. Because it's still full. The profession is still full of so many bullies and bad eggs that really need to be weaned out. So we finished the first module of, it's either 4 or 5 today. And we sat a mock test. 70 questions. Multiple choice. Okay, chat. How many do you think I got? Out of 70 questions, multiple choice, how many do you think I got right? I'll take some guesses. So you want to know what Monster High needs to improve to make things better for students? That's easy. The Creepateria needs new seating and a big screen TV. The vending machines need to be repaired. We can't do that. We're student council. We don't have any money. We don't have any money. 60? That's a good guess. 60 out of 70. Out of 70 questions, I got 64 correct. I think. No, 62? 62 correct, I think. I think it was 62. I did the maths anyway. It was 92%. It's whatever 92% of 70 is. So I'm fairly confident I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Module 1. But we haven't yet touched much of Module 2. And that's the stuff that is more relevant to the role that I'll be potentially going into. So, that's fun. Ah, Sushi might be changing where he works. Rochelle Goyle. It's a shame she's a car Goyle, because I like her hair. First thing that needs to be done is to repair the basketball scoreboard. As head of student safety, I've been complaining about that thing for ages. Talk to the students. Completed! But the soul still burns. Hoping you'll get on better with the staff there. Yeah. Sometimes that happens when you get to a new place. Because so many people have dealt with shitty people elsewhere, you sort of all huddle together. That was kind of the case with Wilco, because so many of us had had bad experiences in other places. We all sort of cobbled together. Mr. Hackington can make potions. Blossom, you're the beast. Yeah, dealing with shitty people is just... If you don't need to do it, you shouldn't have to. That said, I'm about to go into a role where I may end up having to deal with shitty people. But here's the thing. So long as you approach everyone with kindness and respect, it will become apparent who the shitty people are very quickly. Follow the rules and the procedures of the place where you're working, and, you know, you skip the line where Ever After High was mentioned. I didn't. The lady wanted to watch Ever After High. I just didn't catch why. Okay, I skipped it. But we'll get to go to the cafeteria and we'll be able to see it on the TV. I did skip it. I'm a terrible streamer. Still need to see Roundhouse for further doorman skills. That came up in discussion today. Like, you should watch Roundhouse. Like, I'm like, I feel like that movie is going to teach me things I don't need to know. Well, that movie might inspire me to behave poorly in front of customers. I was watching Power Rangers, but I was having violent, intrusive thoughts. Now, you see, here's the thing, right? I understand having violent, intrusive thoughts when watching Power Rangers, right? Because I have intrusive sexual thoughts when I see Rita Repulsa. She really makes my monster grow! Loop back around. I need you around. Oh my god, does it really go around in a circle? I can't believe this shit. Right, okay. I'd much rather have intrusive sexual thoughts about the characters than intrusive violent thoughts about people IRL. Agreed. Once I dreamed that I was the Blue Ranger who got injured and put in hospital, and Zordon fired me for not being able to morph in time due to the workers forcing me to stay. Billy, you must understand. Rangers are not allowed to be tardy. But Zordon, I'm injured! What do you want? Compensation? No, I just want to be treated fairly. Billy, you must understand. If I give you preferential treatment, Every ranger will want preferential treatment. I was having a chat with one of the waitresses last Monday, and one of the chefs whipped her with a towel. Fired. Fired. Like, fired. 100% just fired. %, fired. If somebody engages in behavior like that, fired. A Power Rangers actress died on set. Where was that? Which country? Sorry, Jacob. Are you Norway? I'm trying to remember. Sweden. Oh, for fun! So, Power Rangers was banned on TV over there. Because an actress died on set. Wow. Thing is, he's not going to get fired because he's done so much degenerate shit and got away with it. Fired. If I was in charge there, fired. Like, first day on the job, I'd be walking around, before anybody knew I was their boss, I'd be walking around in plain clothes. And I would be observing. And I would just fire them. Straight up, I would say, this is the behavior I've seen you engage in. It is not acceptable here. What do you have to say? I'm sorry I did it. No, you're not. You're sorry you got caught. Don't shit in my mouth and tell me it's chocolate. You're fired. Nordic banned it also due to morphin being close to morphine. That's such a silly reason. But it is also a pun I've made in the past. Mighty Morphine Power Rangers, so... Just need Eye of Newt. Thank you, Mr. Hackington. Thank you, nice boys. Give you an idea of, like, the kind of people who are around on live streams in, like, 2016. We named our Monster High character Barry Twice after the legendary streamer Barry Twice, who used to be a regular here. Okay, Ever After High, where is it? I swear there's a reference to Ever After High in here. Oh, because I haven't installed the TV yet. That's why. After I install the TV. They tried to ban Power Rangers in Canada. Why? Were kids, like, copying what was on TV? Were they worried that kids were going to grow up wanting to be good people who uphold justice? I know, that seems like a pretty based thing, you know. If kids want to be Power Rangers, let them. Return to Enviro Club. Get to class. Power Rangers made me hyper as fuck as a kid. I jump on the furniture and everything. Same. Power Power Rangers is an evergreen franchise. It's nice to know Power Rangers had the same effect on you as a kid as it did me. I remember being, like, really young, and it was my birthday, and my mum and dad got me a Power Rangers pajama set. And the thing is, they put it on me while I was sleeping. It's okay, a little weird, but I woke up. I'm like, Mum, it's my birthday, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. She's like, yes, Matthew, calm down, you know, it's 6 a.m. Could you please stop waking us up super early in the morning? I'm like, so where's my present? Where's my present? And she said, you're wearing it, son. Woo, Power Rangers! Yeah. The Red Ranger was jailed for attacking his roommate with a sword. Which Red Ranger are we talking about? Because that doesn't sound like something Johnny Young Bosch would do. Were you supposed to wake up morphed into a Power Ranger? I never thought about it that way. Was the Black Ranger. Johnny Young Bosch was the Black Ranger. My apologies. Austin St. John, then. So was Austin St. John. Did Austin St. John run a samurai sword through somebody? Oh, Cole Evans. Right, okay. Voice of Trigun. There is no way Johnny Young Bosch, the voice of Trigun, murdered somebody. Maybe with his bad voice acting. That's a joke. That's a joke. I love you, Johnny Young Bosch. Okay, that's a joke. You're great as Ichigo. I know there was a Green Ranger in Japan who started committing, I think it was the Green Ranger, started committing crimes years later in his Green Ranger suit, thinking nobody will know it's me.
Lovely to see you all here nice and early.
It's like,
for
come on
change,
now.
ghouls. Maybe we
Where
can
else did you get a
actually
Green
have a
Ranger
chance
suit
at taking
from?
out the Monster High Nationals
My
after
brother in
all.
Christ.
Anywho, the good news is that the newest member of our team has surprised me. Imagine that. By recovering the first set of fabled cosmic field
Okay.
steps.
It's cheerleading time.
Well, that was a howling success. It looks like our newest member of the team has more than a little talent.
They don't end. Reports Tom Warren in The Verge that cuts have not ended here and that the main line of Xbox Game Studios could suffer cuts next. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the initiative gone, isn't it? That's New Perfect Dark gone. No! This wasn't supposed to happen!
She sure does.
No, ghouls. Let's not go overboard. It's true that the new ghoul has a
Good
smidgen
work,
of
ghouls.
talent and is mildly
Oh.
entertaining to watch in action.
New
However,
Perfect Dark is supposed to be
she still has
quadruple
a
A
long
or some
way to
shit.
go before she can count herself as one of
Stop.
the elite
There's gonna be another
ghouls.
crash.
That said, you do all seem to
Well, I
get
suppose
well
at this
as a
point,
team.
I'm
Good
like
work, ghouls.
Gene
Let's
Wilder
call it a
in
day.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, alright? At this point, I'm like, no,
Well, my
don't do
ghoul,
it.
Thanks for staying back.
Stop.
I wanted to say that
In
I
like
was
the most
impressed with
not giving a
yesterday's
shit way
performance
possible.
in
Because
the
at this
Grand
point,
Prix of the Cosmic Fear leading
fuck it.
steps.
Let's have that video
So
game
impressed,
crash.
in fact, that I
Let's
have
have our
another
new video game crash.
extracurricular assignment for you. Do you think you're up for the task? That's good.
Is DankPod still
because
doing stuff? He
this
put out a
could be
video today.
lot harder than last
Something
time.
or
If you
other.
haven't already guessed, I'm going to send you on
Uh,
a hunting expedition for the
was it?
second set of
Put out
Cosmic
something
Fear
today.
leading steps. This trio of moves is lunge, tabletop, and touchdown. Once again, there's a riddle to point you in the right direction.
Is it today? Maybe yesterday. It was technically today. It was 23 hours ago. Crikey, mate, we got the Audio Technica Soundburger. Soundburger, mate. I don't know what that is. All I do is go to Cashies and buy stuff with my Aussie money in it. Oh, yeah, good. Love a good Cashies special. Oh, let's make a nugget lucky dip. Yeah.
The riddle is, what
Xbox
have
as a
million
brand is no
stories
more. Yeah,
but
pretty
cannot
much.
Tell them. The clue for this riddle is Blairy. Have you figured it out?
No, my bookshelf! Yeah. Love him. He's so good.
Library, of course.
Oh,
A
you can get your own
million
Frank
stories.
enclosure
You're a
from
clever
Cashies. Oh, it's a bit expensive, mate. But you get yourself a Frank enclosure, you can never go wrong, mate. Trust me. Oh, look, there she is. Oh, there's Frank. Oh. Yeah. Do like me a good dank pods. Sometimes he's just nice to have on in the background while I'm doing other stuff. When he released all his old episodes for people to watch. It was great. I sat through so many of those. Just while I was tidying and stuff. Shit! Get back here! Yeah, he plays drums. And he teaches as well. He teaches music. Like as a supply teacher in like schools and stuff. Cool guy. Like fixes cars, plays drums on live stream, makes Simpsons remixes. Guy is just non-stop, always up to stuff. There's a side mission I ran past that I needed to do. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. There we go. This car video's got you into cars. Fair enough. I'm waiting for the right person to, like, reignite my spark for Gunpla. There's got to be someone out there that can reignite my Gunpla spark. Because it's been, well, it's been 1 week since it... No, it feels like it was last year that I last tried to build Gunpla. Did one of the characters say Slutella? I thought this was a kid's game. Well noticed. Yeah, that's what I called my character. Don't worry, you're not going mad. The character did say Slutella. I named my ghoul Slutella. I remember you played Knights and called your save file shitty. Well, it wasn't a case of me naming my save file shitty when I was streaming it. It was a case of me loading the game up for the first time in years and me having save data on the console under the name shitty and going just fucking losing it. It was pretty fun. When I get back to my job in a few weeks, I'll order a couple of Gunpla kits. Oh no, Matso's going to become the Gunpla content creator that he was born to be. Hello everyone, it's me, Matzo. And today we're building the RX-78-2 Gundam Master Grade. It's gonna take about 60 hours. So has anybody heard that new Kendrick Lamar diss track? That's alright. We love you, Matzo. It's perfectly fine. It's all meant in jest. It's all a kindness. Kendrick Lamar isn't Lamar, is he? No. No, Kendrick Lamar is not Lamar. But Childish Gambino is Donald Glover. If that helps. I saw that movie Nobody, right? With Odekirk in it. Saul from Better Call Saul. And, like, he's good in it, don't get me wrong. But Donald Glover is fucking great in it.
Wow, you are a lot better than I expected. I actually thought I might never see you again. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled you found the cosmic fear steps.
I think it was an internet meme.
Captain,
yeah, I think
I'm really glad you surprised
This Is America
well,
was an internet meme for a while.
Oh, And
Like him
by
doing the
way, before I forget, could you please
dance.
tell the ghouls
Yeah.
I'll be a little late for practice tomorrow. It's my
I saw that movie and I don't
birthday,
remember Donald
so
Glover in it.
just get
Pretty
them to
sure.
start practice on the new
Oh no, I'm
episode.
getting confused with Michael Ironside. Oh my god. Different actor. Was Donald Glover? Was Donald Glover in Spiral? Is that where I'm getting confused? No. Who's in Spiral? Who's in Spiral? Chris Rock! Chris Rock was in Spiral! My brain chemistry is all fried. My brain chemistry is all fried. This is what happens when you go to a place and you sit in a room for several hours a day, getting PowerPoints read to you. You've hit 2 hours, and it's 10 PM. I need to think about wrapping this up soon. I wonder if Lamar is doing any more music. Well, if there's any justice in the world. Donald Glover is supposed to be the MCU Prowler. Oh, Miles, Molasses' uncle, isn't he? The Prowler. Yeah. I didn't know who the character was until I played, Spider-Man Miles Molasses. Well, hey, Slutella, what can I do for you? Radical. In terms of Childish Gambino songs, I'm gonna be boring. My favorite is Redbone. Boring, safe choice, but Redbone is my fave. Stay woke! You might know it if I played it. Which I'm not going to do, because it's bad enough I'm going to have to do lots of audio scrubs from this stream to be able to still advertise on it. Oh yeah, good shout. Put it in playlist. Activision Blizzard King. Oh, you think there's going to be cuts in ABK? Oh, it could happen. I'm terrified. More cuts. Oh, there are already cuts at ABK. I know that they cut the publishing arm. Tango pitched a sequel to Hi-Fi Rush before they were shut down, and Austin pitched to Dishonored. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't give me a text box. Well, this game won't let you put in a swear word raw, but it will let you put it in if you write some stuff after it. For some reason. Guess it's the way the filter is put together in this game. It's not very intelligent. Oh, the Spider-Man game that changes, like, fuck to flower pot. Yeah. Yeah, well, it wasn't Pretty Cure, it was, Pre-Para, but yeah. Wouldn't let you put in Manco. So it turns out, that game is, built in the Unity engine. Kong and I have had that game apart, and we found the bad words list and extracted it. And there is a lot of fun stuff in that bad word list. There is, like, common swear words in English that are written out in, like, hiragana as they're pronounced in English. So, like, racial slurs and things written out in hiragana as they're pronounced in English. And there's also stuff in there like Dachi waifu. Dachi waifu. AKA Dutch wife. AKA sex dolls. In the Japanese censorship file. It's just like 200 plus entries of just swear words. And it's like, I wonder what this one is. I'll just copy it into Google. See what comes up. But in theory, if we could alter which language text box comes up, and if we could get rid of the bad words, then you could type any name in. The robot needs a brain. Collect copper wire. You know what's gonna happen? We have to go somewhere, we have to mash RB to find stuff. Doom, da na na no, da na na no, da na na no, doom, 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 da na na no, da na na no, da na na no, boom, boom. Oshiri, yes, would be considered a swear word. Absolutely. In Prepara, the Switch. Yeah, I'm pretty confident Oshiri is in that banned words list. So I've been through it. Out of curiosity, of course. Come on. Are you gonna go my way? 'Cause I got to know. Fuck. Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Self-destruct. The jig is up. Game over. We'll get the copper wire. We'll return home. Right. Did all this the other day. Now I have to do it again. Two. And the third one's going to be up there. Yeah. Oh, it makes you think of Tomb Raider because of the gym. Yeah. Like Lara Croft has that gym in her mansion that she trains in. You see, I've thought that, you know, if I owned a mansion or whatever, I would have a gym set up. In fact, what I would probably do is, hook myself up with a bed that I can only get to by doing some acrobat shit. It's like, oh, you wanna sleep? You have to be able to do acrobat shit to get into bed. It's a little crazy, but it'll work. You get fit pretty fast. You have to do acrobat shit to get into bed every day. It's like, oh, you must be able to travel across the monkey bars to be able to sleep. So late at night, you'd soon learn to get good at monkey bars. Something I'd consider if I ever, like, won the lottery. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna have a jungle gym in my bedroom. And I'll be forced to climb over stuff to get to bed. I totally forgot that I had to connect circuits. Go home. Dong, da-na-na-now, 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 dong, dong, dong. I don't remember if there's any secret achievements in this. Like, super hidden things you have to do. I mean, we played this in 2016. That was, at this point, 2 lifetimes ago. A whole Lego Batman Robin spinny jump thing to get to bed. Doesn't sound bad. The second Billie Eilish skin is coming to Fortnite. Does she have more eyelashes? Does Billie Eilish have the proper amount of eyelash now? I'm gonna regret saying this on a live stream, but Billie Eilish is really hot. And I'm so glad that we now have a Billie Eilish skin for Source Filmmaker. Right. Woo! I remember watching a video where this kid tried to destroy a Billie Eilish Alexa thingy, and it would make this sound that made me think of Dexter's Laboratory. Well, it's been nice to play this for the first time in forever. I'm really enjoying Monster High. I'm not going to say that because you can clip my voice and make me say something else. Well, thank you very much for coming. Is it Taylor Swift singing the theme tune? If it is, she sure got better at music over time. So I have this on Xbox 360 physical, and I think my copy might be Spanish. This might be Italian. Jogador. Amigos is Spanish. I think my copy is Spanish because it has English and Spanish text on the back. Yeah, it plays in English. But most European games are multi-5. The manual actually has quick start in Russian, Swedish, a lot of them Danish, a bunch of the different Norse languages. Oh, so many cool toys on the back. I know those. The Ghouls Collection. The Scollection. Oh, we sold these. We sold these at Pound World. I had a bunch of them. I had Claudine. I had Frankenstein. I had Draculaura. I had Laguna. Oh man, so cool. Not a Monster High fan, but I ran the toy section. I couldn't recommend toys if I didn't buy them. I mean, come on. That's my excuse. I have a French copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on GameCube that only plays in French. Oh, wow. Wow. I once had a copy of Quantum of Solace on Xbox 360 that only played in German. 007 Ein Quantum Trost. Yeah. I don't have it anymore, though. Well, thank you very much for coming. I've got another 6 a.m. wake tomorrow morning, and I've got to catch the train. So, yeah, I need to make sure I get to sleep soon. So, thank you very much for coming. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye.